today, which is not going to be 90 minutes of a Super Bowl recap. I enjoyed the entire Sunday night experience. Watching, getting some things out about what we saw, the Deadpool trailer, halftime show. We'll get into Usher in just 1 second here. And then Alex and I couldn't sync up yesterday. She's got some busy things going on to start her 2024 at work. And I haven't been feeling well. I am trying to crack this acid reflux digestive thing. It usually crops up a couple of times per year. I pound it with some over-the-counter stuff, and then it goes away. But not this time. So I have added a lot of foods to my diet the last 10 days or so. Because I pulled some things out like no tomatoes, acidic things. I haven't had coffee. In fact, I tried to drink some coffee yesterday. I tried to introduce some things back in after the weekend, and I threw up my dinner. So this has been extremely frustrating. It was quite enjoyable to watch the game the other night. And I'm not saying this to provoke any kind of reaction. So let me suss it out. Maybe the biggest winner the other night was Usher. Eric, what are you talking about? The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it was the most watched TV show ever. Yeah, well, and part of that might have been Usher. At one point, there was like 200 million people watching the game. And we're never going to get an accurate number. Most kinds of media ratings are estimates. Yeah, the Chiefs won their third Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. This iteration of them, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce under Andy Reid, who I'm happy to see winning Super Bowls because he couldn't get there as the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and from all accounts is an absolutely wonderful human being. And if you would like to dive into his story a little bit, I think he believes he could have been a better parent. He has had some troubling, tragic issues with his sons. So it's a good read and a window into what is really a good person and somebody that you might want to root for even more. That's the other thing. Like we came to hate the Patriots pretty quickly because of questionable strategies. I don't know how you can not like Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs team at large. Maybe you think Travis Kelce is an arrogant jerk. Maybe you think he's overexposed. But I don't know how you can dislike Patrick Mahomes. Seems like a good dude. He is probably the most talented quarterback I've ever seen play the game. That's why he might top once he's done his career. He might not have more Super Bowls than Brady, but might be seen as the best quarterback ever. I would not bet that he is going to just win another Super Bowl and that'll be it. Like, he's just about peaking. He could win 3 or 4 more. And how quarterbacks last into their 40s these days, it's limitless. So yeah, nice night for the for the Chiefs. The Taylor Swift stuff, I've enjoyed the heck out of it. Quickly on that, I've tried to figure out and untangle in my brain, why do I like seeing her and him together? Like, it's different. And I think it's because as talented, as famous, as rich as she is, she flew from Japan, I think yesterday or tomorrow. I don't know which way she went, east or west, from her concert right to the game. She's just so normal looking. She is just like an average looking person. In fact, I think a friend of mine said this when this whole thing blew up back in the fall. She said something to the effect of like, score one for the average looking people, get in the hot athlete. And she doesn't have, and I am not belittling her in any way. She does not have instant, obvious, can't miss, head turning, drop dead good looks. Like, and we all look at this very differently. I can give you lots of guys. Like when you see Ryan Reynolds, you stop. When you see Ryan Gosling, you stop. When you see Margot Robbie, you stop. That's not Taylor Swift. She looks more like us than she does them. So it's nice to see the normal person winning something, and just a city kid like Travis Kelce, who wasn't really that good. It wasn't a megastar in college doing all this. It's nice. The biggest night by far was had by Usher. What? He got to perform at the Super Bowl, and I would say I didn't see any criticism. So what? We didn't get DJ Got Us Falling in Love. Like he said, I can only fit so many songs in like 12 or 15 minutes. Like I would perhaps like more verses and less songs, but then I'd be upset we didn't get more songs and all those memories with all those songs. By the way, I'm very proud of you. When we all saw that very touching embrace between he and Alicia Keys, I'm glad that everybody knew who her husband was. The extremely talented and gifted, and I'm guessing award-winning producer, Swizz Beatz, who has been making records for 20 years, so many for Jay-Z and lots of other megastars. And she doesn't age. She does not age. But he had the night. He got to do that. And again, it was pretty much a flawless performance. And then afterwards, he got married. Now, you know I'm not very pro-marriage. But he got married in Vegas. When you're there, do it. Got married to his longtime girlfriend, who I believe he has a couple of children with. And she was recently pregnant and gave birth. She's 40. Usher's 45 years old. I believe he is a year older than me. He'll be 46 this year, I think. But he got married. Good for him. So what a night. Performs at the Super Bowl, then gets married to a woman who he clearly deeply loves and has a family with. I believe they've been together for quite some time. So maybe having that family together, being together for some time, bodes well for that marriage lasting, as many of them don't. Too many of them don't. You say it's forever, and it's actually only for like 3 years, sometimes less. So what a night for Usher, and it was a fantastic performance. It's going to be a fantastic performance. My friend Valerie Fatica is back with her coach and her teammate, who is the coach's son, Manny. We've got another Toledo Walleye sled hockey game with Adaptive Sports Ohio, and we'll dive in with those three, and I really like Manny right now. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Thanks for coming by. Let me quickly introduce everybody. Longtime guest and visitor here, the one and only, thankfully, Valerie Fatica. It's Olsey's mom. She is the Disability Services Director for the City of Toledo. Did I get it right?
Not director, just a lowly manager.
No. You are lowly in no way. Welcome back, as always.
Thank you.
You have brought your coach for the sled hockey team here with you to visit today, because we have an event coming up at this time next week. Can you introduce your coach, please?
Yeah, here with me today is Coach Doug Roth. He's been the coach of the Toledo Walleye sled hockey team for several years now, and he has his son Manny with him. He's also an enforcer on our team, so it's been a fun time for sure.
Coach Doug, what do I call you? What do you go by?
This Doug's fine.
Doug, thanks for coming in today to talk all about this. Manny, thanks for coming in as well today. Did I grab you out of school or anything?
No, I go online.
Gotcha. Good for you. If you had to give me one word to describe Valerie's play in sled hockey, what would that word be? And remember, no cursing, please.
Slippery, I guess.
Slippery.
She's hard to catch.
Is she really?
I'll take it.
Valerie's told me a little bit about Adaptive Sports. I got to attend the game last year. What is Ohio Adaptive Sports?
So ASO, Adaptive Sports Ohio, is a program based out of Worcester, and they sponsor our team here. And they are an organization that has sports for people with disabilities to bring them up and to let them be in a competitive environment.
How long have you been a part of this?
Manny started playing when he was 4 or 5, I think. So he's been playing for about 10 years. I've been the official coach, I think, for 6.
Manny, how comfortable are you talking about your disability?
I'm fine.
Awesome. What is your disability, Manny?
There's a lot, but I have cerebral palsy mainly. And yeah.
What got you interested in wanting to play sled hockey?
I was stretching on my bench, and my parents told me about it randomly. I said, "Sure." It's kind of underwhelming. As opposed
to other things that they might have pushed you into doing.
I didn't really do anything. I just kind of existed until that point.
How long ago was this?
9 years maybe.
How old are you now?
I'm 16.
16. So I don't know if anybody has revelations when they're 8 or 9 years old, but you said you just kind of existed. That's something that me, as somebody with depression, says all too frequently. Did a light bulb go off? Was it a revelation? Did it, in a way, like change your life, or am I overstating this?
Not really, because like it was just something I said yes to on a whim. And I just kind of played for a while. What did you do before that, as far as like activities or athletics or even just socializing with others? Much to my mom's disappointment.
Then again, that's probably like a lot of kids that age anyway, right?
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
Well, thanks for everybody visiting here today. Game's coming up on, it's a week from right now on the 20th, correct?
Correct.
One of the cool things about this is, and why I definitely took Valerie up on her invitation, even though I wanted to come harass her last year and boo and cowl at her. It's a completely free event, right?
It's totally free.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit more about the event itself.
So we're going to play a full game, a legitimate game, against the Toledo Walleye hockey team, so professionals. So we're going to be on the ice playing on the same level field, same game, same rules as a normal hockey game. We're just sitting down in sleds with 2 sticks instead of 1.
What's that like? What kind of things have the Walleye players, who are obviously, quite amenable to doing this, what kind of things have they said, whether it's far more challenging than what they do on skates because they're on the sled and they got to use their complete upper body. It's like a completely different sport for them in a lot of ways.
It is. They struggle with it a lot. The first couple years we did it with them, they only had a couple guys show up, and now after that, the whole team shows up. They love it. It's a challenge for them. It's something different.
Yeah, because they lose every time.
That's because you've got the Enforcer and then Enforcer Junior over here. They know to let you guys take care of things. It's a free event, free parking and everything for Tuesday night's game. I know there's some raffles and some other things going on. Can you tell me about those, Coach?
There's a raffle, and then there should also be a silent auction as well for gift baskets to help fund our program and help pay for our ice time for our players.
Got it. Tell me about that. How often do you guys get together and practice? What's it like being a sled hockey player? What's the involvement like?
So it's a competitive sport. So we play from August through April. We play every Saturday at the Ice House just about. We have, I think, about 5 tournament weekends or 5 league weekends a year where we play. Like we're playing in Fort Wayne this upcoming weekend. We'll play 4 games. So,
how many people here locally in Northwest Ohio and then maybe statewide participate in Adaptive Sports Ohio, if you know those numbers offhand?
Quite a bit.
I don't know those numbers,
on.
but it is a growing sport. Even within our own team in Toledo, we've been adding players. We just added a new player a couple weeks ago. So sled hockey is really taking off all over the country. It's really fun to see.
Manny, what do you like about it other than it seems like you get some fun out of it? Is there a certain part of the game that you like? Whacking opponents with sticks, dropping the gloves, goals. What do you like best about it?
I get to hit people.
I think it was a week or two before the game last year, and I was just getting to know Valerie a little bit more. And the first time we had met, I was like, wow, this lady doesn't like me. I'm like, totally fine. Not everybody that I talk to is we're gonna get along. Dog parents, fine. Maybe it just doesn't work. And she told me she was sharpening her stick, and the visual that gave me and what she does on the ice led me to apparently don't mess with the you guys on the sled hockey team, right?
Yeah.
What do you call do you call him coach? Do you call him dad? Does it go back and forth?
I guess I call him dad unless I really want something done on the team.
Got it. Doug, what was it like? He talked about he just went from existing and not doing anything to really being into this and wanting to hit other people. What was it like for you as a parent to see him get involved in this?
It was awesome. We did some other things with them, and he enjoys those. But the first time we took him to a tournament where everyone has a disability and everyone's the same and no one looks different because they're walking a little bit differently, he just felt like I belong, and it's just a sense of community that he didn't have before that. So that was really awesome. Good.
What kind of coaching tactics do you have to employ? Because everybody's a little bit different. You got the veteran on the team over here. You got your son. What's it like being coach? And I'm sure you're not a drill sergeant. It's maybe just making sure everybody shows up on time. What's your role like?
We do a lot of conditioning. Our game is all about speed. So speed and conditioning. We don't do as many line shifts as a professional hockey team does, so our players will play a 5-7 minute shift so that they have really good conditioning. So we do a lot of calisthenics, a lot of sprints back and forth. We do also do a lot of puck handling because they have to handle the puck with both sticks.
Right.
They use the left and the right hand, so it's much more difficult.
This might sound like a dumb question, but it flashed in my head real fast. Sprinting on the sleds, correct?
Correct, yeah.
What kind of the spectrum of disabilities for people that participate with sled hockey, for one, how vast is that spectrum?
It's a pretty big range. We have people with W amputees. We've got people with cerebral palsy, people that have been paralyzed. We have some people with some slight cognitive disabilities. So a wide range of players play on our team.
Is it accessible enough for someone who might be blind as well?
On our team, no. There is blind hockey, actually, but not on our team.
What's that like?
They have a puck that makes a noise, and
Got
then
it.
they just have it, and they just, it's amazing.
Is that all part of Adaptive Sports Ohio?
I don't think Adaptive Sports Ohio has that program, but there are programs in the country for that.
Got it. What other things that go around the calendar year? It's hockey season. What else that people might want to get involved in, or might be for them, like Manny found his calling with Adaptive Sports Ohio?
Well, Adaptive Sports Ohio has a lot of different organizations. They're starting to form a lot of high school basketball teams. Wheelchair basketball teams are growing in the area, so hopefully we get some of those in this local area pretty soon. And
you can just say it.
What?
Tennis?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
If you know anybody that wants to play sled hockey or look at it, or knows somebody has a disability, have them come on out, check out the game next week, and see what it's about, and see if you'd be interested in joining the team and give us a talk.
I was trying to make the motion of a tennis racket. Yeah, we do play the Glass City Backspinners. We do play tennis every Friday in town, so anyone's welcome to join us there as well.
Again, Huntington Center on Tuesday night, the 20th. It is free raffles and other things. It's free parking in and around downtown as well. What kind of preparations leading up to these last few days before this big Walleye game? And what are some of the things that the Walleye do, aside from maybe the players, but the organization do to help out Adaptive Sports Ohio and make this game a success?
They've been helping advertise it for us to see more people in the stands, and they just work with us a lot. They let us use their name and logo, which has been awesome.
Valerie, they do some accessibility nights throughout the season, don't they?
There's various theme nights that they have. They're always pretty generous with us. They usually donate some nice stuff for our silent auction as well. And it's a really great way for fans to come and see the players kind of in their element, but still having a good time, kind of get up close and personal. So they've been really supportive of our organization.
Good. If somebody wants to get involved in Adaptive Sports Ohio, what are the steps to doing that outside of maybe hopefully making it out to the game? Websites, social pages, bothering Valerie during her workday?
Obviously talk to any teammate, but Adaptive Sports Ohio, there's a website there and contact information there. So if you're interested, let somebody know and we'll get you set up.
We got tennis, we got hockey. Any other maybe smaller or less organized activities that happen, and maybe pop-up things at Metro Parks or otherwise that happen throughout the spring and summer and into the fall?
The closest thing this is not really a pop-up thing, but if you're in like high school and want to do track, since track is an individual sport, they can give you a track chair and stuff, and you can compete in track and stuff.
Excellent. Manny, if you don't mind, you have truly piqued my curiosity with what you said about how you now exist. I would like to know a little bit more about your life, if that's okay. Like, what things do you like? What do you like about school? What do you hate when your mom and dad tell you to do and you want to throw a tantrum?
I pretty much...
Pretend he's not here right now. Don't worry.
Okay. The most I do, I work out some now. Like every day I do push-ups and stuff. And then I do school online, which only takes like an hour and 15. And
really?
then,
Wish I had that school. You're just really good at it, right? That's what it is?
Yeah.
You're just really, really good at it. What do you like about school?
So what I like about school, at least online school in particular,
when you get to go take a break and watch TV or go get lunch, right?
I can do it whenever, and I can work ahead. So I did my business class in like 3 days, much to my dad's dismay.
What would you like to do? You want to go to college? What would your your ideal future look like?
My ideal future is probably gonna be like some sort of like security programmer guy.
Right.
And maybe I start like a rental business on the side for like passive income or something.
I like that. No wonder why you're getting through that business course quick. You're quick. How about for fun things to do? Shows you watch, movies you like, things you read. What else am I thinking of? Video games.
I do a lot of video games.
I'm shocked.
And listen.
I am absolutely shocked.
I know.
What video games do you like?
It really just depends on what I'm feeling. I play this little game called Risk of Rain 2 a lot.
Where's that?
And
What's that on?
It's Steam, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, I think.
Got it.
Well, also PS4, but...
Got it. What systems do you have? You have all those systems?
I have Xbox and computer, but I mainly use computer.
I've heard a lot of Steam, a lot of games that I get interested in, and I know start there on Steam, and then they work their way to the other platforms.
Yeah, I think it did start on Steam.
Cool. One of the reasons that Valerie stopped hating me is we talked about our love for old video games, like Nintendo things and Sega Genesis and PlayStation 1.
I play a lot of old Doom, and I also played some old school RuneScape.
When you look at those games or like older ones, like a Genesis or N64 games, do you wonder like if dinosaurs were around when those games came out?
No.
Okay. You're too smart for this. I've enjoyed meeting you, so thanks for taking time out of your very busy, hectic school day.
Yeah, very busy.
Valerie, before we wrap up, thanks to everybody for making some time to come hang out here. Any late season, how's Snow Angels going?
Snow Angels is going fine.
They've been unemployed.
Yes, hopefully we're not getting any more snow. We've had a great response this year as far as our volunteers go, so we're hoping the program keeps building. There's been other communities who have inquired about the program and wanted to copy it in their community, so that's always a positive thing as well.
I know last year was a pilot program,
right.
And this year, I think I read not that long ago when we were in the fury of winter that we had more requests for Snow Angels than we did volunteers.
Yes. I mean, the need is huge in this community.
Sure.
We had over 650 applicants, and we could serve about 250 of them. Mm-hmm. So obviously the need is far greater. But we're hoping, again, that the same volunteers reapply and we get new ones each year.
Good. And I think I hope that, and maybe you too, no more snow. This has been a nice, mild winter. I don't know if on the questionnaire when people want to ask for a snow angel, if you know this, but I think it's helpful to put a number on things and let people know how many people like this are in our community. Are you able to differentiate between older residents who are looking for a snow angel rather than those with disabilities?
We do have that question. You have to either, and I should have pulled the numbers. That would have been a good idea. But most obviously, we have an aging population. So the vast majority are our elderly residents. We do have a fair amount of disabled residents who need that assistance as well.
Just generally speaking, since you've been in this role now, will be 2 years this summer?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
What are some of your wins and some of the things that you maybe want to knock out in these upcoming months before we get to your 2-year anniversary?
Well, it's tough. Their city council's working on our budget right now, so it's kind of up in the air what I have any budget to do. Obviously, we're working on building out our training capacity to make sure that our employees are equipped to serve both residents and employees with disabilities. That's always something that we need to build out. Working on some specified trainings. Obviously, training for first responders is going to be a little different than upper management who works in OneGov. So that's something that is a big project. And it will be continuing, obviously.
Not that we need to pat the Metro Parks on the back anymore. They deserve much of the praise. They're a big part of helping us meet that goal of making this the most accessible place in the country, aren't they?
They absolutely are, and they've been a great partner to work with as well. We're actually going to work with them. We're able to do the Disabled and Proud Fest again this year.
Good.
It'll be on July 6th, and we're partnering with the Metro Parks. It's going to be at Swan Creek this year, and they've just been great to work with.
Excellent. Hopefully we won't have a downpour that we're going to huddle under a tent for 45 minutes.
Absolutely. Let's cross our fingers.
That was the day. Disabled and Proud. July-ish, right?
July 6th.
July 6th. All right. Everybody, thanks for taking some time this morning. Coach, I know we still have a week or so to the game, but last-minute inspirational words for two of your marquee players here.
Play quickly, recover.
Manny, thanks for taking some time. Anything you want to tell Coach or Dad?
do your job.
Wow.
Awesome. Manny, Coach Doug Roth, Valerie Fatica, everybody, thanks for coming in this morning. I deeply appreciate it. And good luck with everything. A big win, no injuries, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And then Dad takes everybody out for ice cream.
No.
Wait,
That
Manny,
never
last
happens.
question. What's your favorite restaurant? What's your favorite food to grab around here where we live?
That would be Texas Roadhouse, I think.
Really? Okay.
I'm a big ribs guy.
Okay. You are an impressive kid. I don't hear many teenagers saying that they're into ribs. I like you. You can come back anytime.
Thank you.
And ask Valerie. She knows that when I say that, I mean it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.